Good morning, brothers and sisters. In Psalms 27, it tells us how David grasped hold of the most important things in life. The things that really can help him is to all the days of his life, meaning day by day, to behold the Lord and inquire. I tell you that when we do this, the devil uses as a target to obstruct us. The devil uses all methods to not let us daily, not to notice the Lord, not to inquire of the Lord. Brothers and sisters, what we see will affect our spiritual eyes. What you see with your spiritual eyes is what you desire in the heart. Therefore, we need to know how to see the glory of God. Moses saw what the bodily eye cannot see. This is the life of faith. Sweet daily living recommends us, when we wake up in the morning and before you get out of bed, to take notice of the Lord and pray to Him. Once you step out of your house, to say, "Lord, I love you," and raise your hand and even clap your hands. All this helps us to take notice of the Lord who is in glory. Also, we need to sing to the Lord, and every day and throughout the day to dwell in a life of worship. Brothers and sisters, what we are thinking in our mind is very important. That's why we encourage everyone to walk out sweet daily living. It is because sweet daily living is from when we start our day, reminds us to focus on the Lord. Throughout the day, no matter whether we are getting on or off the car, or going to school or work, as we go about our daily life, we have a focus point. We know how to be united with the Lord and have an interflow of love. Brothers and sisters, this way of life is what David pursued, and it should be what we pursue also. Okay, you can now raise your hand and look up to the skies and say to the Lord, "I love you." This sentence, no matter if you say it 10 times a day, it is not too much. I hope that we can live this way each day and forever stand without failures. May the Lord bless us. Brothers and sisters, today we will read Philippians chapter 4, verse 4. The Bible reads, "Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice." Paul wrote to the brothers and sisters in Ephesians a set of commands. What are those commands? It is to tell the Ephesians to rejoice in the Lord always, and again rejoice. In actual fact, Paul speaks of God's heart because God really loves us. Those who love us would obviously want those whom they love to be happy. Therefore, Paul encourages brothers and sisters to rejoice always. This is God's will, but how can we rejoice in the Lord always? That is, to trust in the Lord. Every believer can trust in the Lord and also rejoice always. It is so precious. The Lord is united with us. Every day He lives with us. He is the most trustworthy. Trust in the Lord is that we rely on Him, trusting Him. Draw near to Him. It is not rejoice in yourself, not trusting in our own abilities, our own money, but rejoice in the Lord, trusting Him and draw near to Him. The joy you gain is beyond all measure. People in this generation cannot be happy, and why is that? It is because they live a stressful life and full of pressure. They suffer wrong, they are dissatisfied. Their relationship with one another is bad, thus bringing the reasons why they are not happy. Brothers and sisters, we are believers in the Lord. We have God's love. we can have the deepest and closest relationship with God and bring forth love. You see, God has given us a reason to rejoice. This commandment is a joyful commandment to tell us to rejoice. Isn't that full of meaning? We need to trust in the Lord and daily live a joyful life. This is possible. Brothers and sisters, we can be full of joy in the Lord. We do not need to worry. It's true that sometimes we will face difficulties, but the Lord causes all things to work together. You believe, you trust, you can also be happy and your heart set free. A story goes like this. One day, 2 children went with their mother to the park to play. After a while, the older child was very angry and went to his mother and said, "Mom, this place is no fun at all. Those flowers have thorns." The younger child came skipping and jumping along to his mother and said, "Mom, this place is really special. You see, there are flowers on top of the thorns. It is so beautiful." He gave a stem of rose to his mother. "Look," he said, "there is a flower on top of the thorns." The mother told her children how different they both were. The older brother, what you saw were thorns, but the younger brother saw flowers. When you two are older, you need to understand this. This reasoning is how you look at things that will affect your feelings. If you see but thorns, then you will be unhappy. But if you see flowers, then you will be happy. Brothers and sisters, this story tells us that how we see things. Do we look at things with God's eyes? Do we see through that behind it is God's plan? This is very important. If we can only see unhappiness, things not going your way, or things you do not want to face or want to happen, all you can see are things that you can only complain about, then you will be unhappy. But if you see God's love, God's grace, God's mercy on you, or you don't know, but you still trust in God, God will give the best to you, then you will be happy. Brothers and sisters, may you also heed the words of Paul and of the Bible, to rejoice in the Lord always. May the Lord bless you.